Mateys, welcome to Sea of Thieves. This is Damron, and we're playing the anniversary update, the Tall Tales series, Part 2, The Cursed Rogue. Really enjoying the Tall Tales in the anniversary update, having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are too. So let's get right to it with the second mission. This doesn't have as much variability as the first mission in the sense of where you're going to go. It does have some variation, but that's going to be right in the beginning. So the first thing is that you're going to pick up this quest from Madame Olivia at Plunder's Outpost. That's the only place you can pick it up, which is the Order of Souls lady. And she's going to give you a book, and that book's essentially going to tell you two different places that you need to find a key, and you need to find a skeleton chest. And this is the part that varies. There's three different areas that you can find the key, and three different areas that you can find the chest. RNG be it that it is, I've only actually had two of them occur to me. So we'll show you the skeleton key first. If you have the pictures I just showed you and it says we were atop the center hill, that's going to be Snake Island. In the middle island of Snake Island, you need to go up to the top and you'll fight Captain Avery. And when you kill Captain Avery, he'll drop the key. And no matter where you go, it's going to be the same. You know, you're going to fight him and you're going to get the key. You want to match up the pictures. I will show you the second area that I had the key for me as well, and that's Devil's Ridge, and that's going to be these pictures here that correspond to Devil's Ridge. And if you get those pictures, he's going to be at the top of the island. The third place that I've read that it could be, but in my like 50 times of picking up this book, I didn't get it, is Snake Island. Supposedly you can get Avery on Snake Island, at which he'll be at the highest point of the center of that island. Again, I didn't get that, but that's all three locations. I'm showing you two of them. Do want to take this moment to thank everybody that's shown me support thus far. I really appreciate it. It is a new channel. It's more of a hobby. If you like our content, you know, feel free to like and subscribe. Really enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun, and I've been happy with all the feedback that I've gotten over the last few months. So thanks to everybody that's been supporting me thus far. So here we go, at the top of the ridge. Again, it's the same scenario. You'll fight Captain Avery if you were to do that moment. So let's look at the treasure chest. If you're seeing these pictures right here, where essentially, you know, you have the rowboat, that's going to be Crook's Hollow. So I'll show you where that is. And this is actually a similar place that one of the hunters, the bounty hunters journals are, which we'll pick up later. So you'll walk back here into this cave and you'll have to fight another Captain Blake. It'll be the same for all your treasure chest locations. If you go there, you fight Captain Blake, and you don't have to, you know, he doesn't drop anything. You're just going to have to kill all the skeletons in order to have a moment to dig up the chest. So, you know, clean those up, and eventually you'll dig up the chest, which is right in front of the lizards. It takes me a few digs here, but it's right in this room. A few digs, yeah, I missed all over the place looking for this, but it's right here. So there's that chest. The second area that I had the chest spawn for me was Thieves Haven. So if you get these pictures, you know, clearly on the left, that looks similar to Thieves Haven. And when you flip through the book, eventually you'll see the three stone faces that are at the top of the island. So same scenario, go up there, you'll fight Captain Blake, and I'll show you where the chest is up there. So once you clean him up, you'll see the faces right in front of you. It's just right in front of the middle face. So nonetheless, in the third area that the chest could be, again, I never saw that, and the time that I did was Plunder Valley, and supposedly a chest can be in the cave near the stone bird statue. But nonetheless, either way, when you do get both the chest and the key, now you can open it to see what's in it. You can see Briggy's spyglass and the star map, but eventually, you know, it doesn't matter. You can't do anything with those. You actually have to take those back to Plunder's Outpost and then give them back to the Order of Souls lady. So once you give both of those to her, Madame Olivia, you'll get a little cutscene. We'll fast forward through it, and eventually you're going to get basically this magical compass that will lead you to Brigsby. And the way this compass works is it could lead you to multiple different places, but it doesn't matter. I've gone to several different locations, but essentially the compass is just going to point where you need to go. So you just need to sail in that direction, and you'll get wherever it's telling you to go. And even when you get on the island, it'll get even more specific and lead you exactly to where Brigsby is on the island. So let's talk about Brigsby a little bit, because this is kind of the first boss fight that we've really come to face in Sea of Thieves. And she's not just a skeleton captain, she's a skeleton lord, and she has a couple different attacks. One of them you're going to see here, which I was unaware of, right? She does a ground pound. She'll raise up into the air, and then she'll ground pound, and that will actually launch you significantly far away from where she is, and it has a very large blast radius. So that knocked me all the way back down the cliff and almost killed me. So I have to make my way back up there. And then another attack that she does is, she'll kind of just raise a skull up into the air, and she'll teleport. And that's not dangerous, it doesn't do damage to you, but just know that she could teleport somewhere and quickly be behind you and hit you with a sword attack. She will do heavy lunge attacks with her sword, but most of the time, there you go, you saw the teleport. Most of the time she'll just be shooting you with her pistol, and that doesn't do too much damage more than, any other pistol. And then the last thing that she'll do, obviously, is she'll, raise both of her hands in the air and summon some skeleton warriors to come back into the fight with her. So that's the attacks that Brigsby will do, but eventually just keep it up and you'll take her down.
Not quick enough!
Once Brigsby's down, you'll get a nice cool skull here, Briggsy's skull, and we'll have to take that back to Madame Olivia to finish the quest. However, before we do that, we need to collect all of the bounty hunters' journals, and remember, you have to do that while the quest is active. If you're going to these places while you're off of the quest, you're not going to get credit for it. So we're going to put our skull up and let's get started. The first one is at Kraken's Fall. If you kind of go into the main lower portion of Kraken's Fall and turn over here where these green lights are, kind of these graves, you'll find a stack of skulls and one that's on a post. You'll see the book right there, right below the fence. That's the first book. So the second book, the second journal, is going to be in Crook's Hollow. Just kind of sail, and again, we talked about this earlier. It's the same place that one of the chests is. If you go back into the caves, you'll find it right near the skeleton that's sitting beside the campfire. Alright, our third journal is in Wander's Refuge. This is going to be basically in the top middle. What you're going to want to do, a good kind of way to orientate yourself, because you can get really disoriented on this particular island for some reason. But find the well up at the top middle of the island, and basically you're going to go north from that well, and it'll be on the first building that you see, the first kind of ruined building stuck in between some of the wooden 2x4s. So right here, first building, right in between the 2x4s. Alright, journal number 4 is going to be on Discovery Ridge. This is a really easy one. It's right here on the beach. Just run forward and you're going to see it beside the skeleton in this broken rowboat. All right, the final journal is in Sharkbait Cove. It's going to be on the southern portion of the outermost ring of the island. So it kind of has these rings to it. So if you're on the southernmost ring, kind of go on the inner portion of that ring, make your way around until you see this rowboat that's stuck in the water, and you'll see the journal right in the front of it. So that's it for the journals. Now we can essentially go turn in our quest. We'll kind of fast forward through the cutscene here. This is a really awesome cutscene. Really been enjoying these tall tales. So we'll fast forward through this. We'll look at the commendations. So basically that's everything. All you're going to have to do from this point is complete the mission 4 more times. And once you complete the mission 5 times, you'll have all the commendations in this mission, and we'll be on our way to the achievement, the Seeker of Grand Adventure. So I hope you guys liked the guide. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you in part 3.